All right, boys. Jig the mast. Hoist the sail. Raise the flag. Clean the poop deck. Shipmates from the bottom up to the top, because it's about to go down up in this. Blackbeard's here. Blackbeard's here. Blackbeard's here. Blackbeard's here. Blackbeard's here. Blackbeard's here. Everybody look out. Blackbeard's here. Blackbeard's here. Blackbeard's here. Blackbeard's coming and he's taking your shit. Blackbeard's here. Blackbeard's here. Blackbeard's coming and he's taking your shit. You better watch out now. Blackbeard's here. Blackbeard's here with the crew right now. Who's gonna come into your town? Knocking in your town to take your shit and...
Yes?
Hello, ma'am. Hi. Hey, I just wanted to introduce myself. I'm Maxwell Beard. It's great to meet you.
Maxwell, that's nice to meet you. Have we crossed paths before?
No. I just docked, just coming in, wanted to introduce myself to the town, say hello, and let you know that I'm Blackbeard, bitch. Blackbeard, bitch. Dead in the house, I'm taking the shit. Dead out the house right now, goddammit. I'm coming in and I'm taking your stuff. I'm gonna take that and I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna take this and that and this. I'm gonna take that. Get the kids out the house. Get the kids out the house. Blackbeard coming now.
Oh my God, Blackbeard's here. Everybody get out of here. Oh my God, Blackbeard's here. Everybody get out of here. Oh my God, Blackbeard's here. Everybody get out of here. Oh my God,
Blackbeard's here. Blackbeard's here. Everybody watch out. Blackbeard's here. Everybody watch out. Blackbeard's here. Everybody look out. Blackbeard's here. Everybody watch out. It's Blackbeard. 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 Get out of the way now. 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 Blackbeard. Get out of the Blackbeard.
Good evening from Kansas City, Kansas, as we bring you the Gears Cup Series live on the Horseboat Network, courtesy of Twitch.tv for the Broncos country. Let's ride 200 at Kansas Speedway. I am Tom Torrey, and AKA the Horseboat, and I am delighted to be with you here tonight. We have 7 different winners from tonight, most of them here. We have some new blood coming in tonight, as well as our return of our 2022 Gears Cup Series champion, and more here tonight as we get into it for the Broncos country. Let's ride. Thank you so much for joining us here tonight. Take a gander at the schedule here for this season. We're currently at Kansas here tonight. Next week is going to be the PepsiCo 100 at the Charlotte Roval. It's going to be hot. And then May 5th, Cinco de Mayo for the Martinsville Speedway Bojangles 200. So we are getting into it. Race number 8 here tonight. Let's take a look at the points as they break out. Again, last week's winner, Jonathan Militia. He won every single stage, so that's going to make him jump up a spot over Perrin Huggins. Mike DeWalt is still currently the leader, even with the off week last week. Sean Anderson, 90 points back. Lucas Reed, 102 points back. And Matt Albert, 123 points back. Jonathan Militia rounding out your top 5. And then Perrin Huggins, Cody Johnson, Nathan Fuller, Brian Lucan, and Tyler Steiner, your top 10. Take a moment to see where your favorite driver is. Wins are important. Attendance is important. Goes a long way here tonight and in the season. Progressive banking it is here at Kansas Speedway. Turns are 17 to 20 degrees. And the tri-oval 9 to 11 degrees with a backstretch of a 5-degree angle. They are just about wrapped up with practice, and we'll get into qualifying here shortly. Again, so happy to have you along with us here tonight as we're getting set for the Broncos Country Let's Ride 200. A little bit about tonight. It's going to be 133 laps. Stage breaks at the completion of lap 40 and the completion of lap 60. So again, good little sprint there in stage 2. Points will be a factor here tonight. Race time is going to be noon. You get 1 fast repair, 5 tire sets, 50% fuel capacity. Damage and cautions, like always, are on. And the fixed setup is Kansas. Again, if you're hanging out, thank you for joining us. We are just about set and ready to rumble. Big shout out to Clark Janekin 27. Hopefully I said that correctly. Appreciate the follow. Again, 133 laps here at Kansas. Yeah, we've got a lot of racing about to get underway. Take you out on the track. Get you kind of a scenic view of what to expect here later tonight. Again, as you see the timer ticking down, which means qualifying is up next. We have the roundabouts, 18 to 19 people. Great turnout here this evening for the Gears Cup Series. And again, the Gears Cup Series are looking for more drivers to fill out our league for the 2023 season. All that's required is a C-Class license on iRacing and to prove your racecraft with clean, competitive racing. You'll go up against our league's best. And if this sounds like the league for you, then please apply on the iRacing League UI number 9223. Give us an email at gearsracingleague@gmail.com and inquire to ask about our Discord. Again, if you race with Gears, your home for championship racing lives here. You see the flag man up there? Giving the old checkers. And a breakdown of here tonight for the Broncos Country Let's Ride 200. Again, 133 laps of sweet, sweet love. And we'll begin very, very shortly. Looks like Jonathan Militia may be first to take the track. Let's see if we can get a shot of him. There he is. Again, last week's winner at Bristol. Riding that high line. Drops down low. His first time. Looks like it's going to be. $31.63. Let's see what lap 2 is going to be. Looks free clocking in at 31.78. Just nicks the wall, drops down low. 31.22. You just saw a lap from your pole sitter currently, Jonathan Militia. There is Sean Anderson. Oh, bounces off the wall coming out of 4. Could not do any better than that. Take a look at Andrew Bisag. Looks like he's finished up. See if we get one of Matt Albert. Everybody kind of bouncing off a 4. See if he can do any better than what he's doing right now. Comes across the line. It's going to put him 7th so far. 3.156. Looks like Mike DeWalt running out there as well. Again, if you're tuning in, this is the Broncos Country Let's Ride 200. We are just about ready to rock and roll. Wow, Clark connected with a 31.17 to take the pole. See what Tyler Steiner's got in store. Not everybody has qualified yet. Steiner coming across the line for his first lap, I do believe. Going to make him 12th with a 31.98. Looks like that might be it. And here is your grid for tonight's
All right, welcome
race.
everybody. Appreciate you guys being here. Looking forward to a good race tonight, Kansas. Reminder, 133 laps tonight. We're going to have stage breaks. Completion of lap 40 is going to be stage 1, and then completion of lap 60 is the end of stage 2. We got 1 fast repair, 5 tire sets, 50% fuel, and let's all have a good race tonight. If you guys have any questions, especially people that are new, please let us know now.
So again, race control tonight, Mike DeWalt, including myself. It's going to be fun to try to keep that all together, but we will have fun together tonight as we're getting set for 133 laps. So again, show you that grid one more time. Clark Kineckin and Mike DeWalt in row number 1. Jonathan Militia and Perrin Huggins in row number 2. Luke Knupp and Sean Anderson in row number 3. Brian Lucas and Lucas Reed in row 4. In row 5, we have Matt Albert and Andrew Bisag. In row 6, we have Kyle Munson and Tyler Steiner. In row 7, we have Storm Patterson and Cody Johnson. In row 8, we have Jonathan Stevens and Caleb Patton. And row number 8, we have Aiden Lunn and Keaton Sawyers. Again, Keaton Sawyers is your 2022 Gears Cup Series champion, making his debut here tonight. Back out on the track, made the switch, and we are so happy to have him along. Waiting for that Ford Mustang of iRacing's pace car to get going. And here we are. For the Broncos Country Let's Ride 200. All right, as they get set, pace car is off. And we are set and ready to go here at the Gears Cup Series for the Broncos Country. Let's Ride 200. On and away we go. Clark Kanekin, your early leader with Jonathan Militia, Luke Nupp, Mike DeWalt, and Perrin Huggins, Brian Lukin all up in the mix as well. Whoa, looks like we've got some trouble. Lukin has saved it. Looks like B-Sag was in a little bit of trouble too. All right for now. Get a load of the blimp cam around turn 4 for lap number 1.
Hey, 3, you're blinking pretty good. Just let you know, buddy.
Rookie Clark Kanekin is going to lead lap number 1. I shouldn't say rookie. He's probably a veteran in other leagues. But it's his first race here tonight, and he is far gone and away so far. Luke Nutt right there as well. Jonathan Militia riding that high line side by side against Perrin Huggins. Ooh. Storm Patterson and Matt Albert almost getting into it. Solid set of opening laps. Here's Broncos Country Let's Ride 200. Battle for the lead right now. It's a cold one here at the moment. Jonathan Militia almost getting into Huggins, allowing Mike DeWalt to close up a little bit more. Again, we have a long way to go. Again, a lot of people love Kansas. As Storm Patterson in the 6 goes to the inside, trying to take position from Mike DeWalt. Looks like he will not be successful this time around. He's going to stick with it. Kyle Munson goes home underneath Matt Albert at 40. It looks like we have ourselves a new leader. Luke Nutt overtakes Clark Kanekin for the lead coming out of 2. A lot of people choosing that high line, but nearly getting into the wall. Car looks like it gets a little tight for some folks out there, but this is where the action is right now. Again, stage 1 is the completion of lap 40. And I am excited to get there. Right along with the Tide Pods 50 winner, John Militia. Giving you a little taste of the experience that is iRacing at Kansas Speedway. Inside that 69 Coors Chevy Camaro. Looks like he's going to have a little trouble to contend with the Storm Patterson right there. So close to that outside wall, able to keep it off. Let's go to the back of the pack here. Give a big shout out to the guy who's making his first appearance back as the Gears Cup Series champion of 2022, Keaton Sawyers. Currently fighting back there in 17th position, making his debut, doesn't want to overdo it. Definitely a pleasure to have this guy back. Didn't think it would be this soon, but here he is. Right back at it, and we'll see him battle for position against Caleb Patton. That 27 car. Oh, Patton rubs the wall. Gonna stick it out. Take a look at Jonathan Stevens here. Battling for 7th with Kyle Munson. Man from Brunswick, Georgia. In the Nike Pro 22 Chevy Camaro. Wow, the 20 and the 6 almost touches 3 wide. 2 Camaros and a Camry. Mike DeWalt digging deep into 1 and 2. Tires are getting worn in. Patience is getting worn thin. Again, stage 1 ends at lap 40. And looped up is your leader, number 5 money line machine. Oh, and it looks like it. Oh, we got a problem. Looks like the wall was able to keep it, but Storm Patterson and him definitely connected. 14 laps of 133 in. He's going to drop back. He's going to keep it together, though. Tough luck for Mike DeWalt. Drops position all the way down to 13th. Again, it can all change just that quick. But I digress. Back up to the front. We're Perrin Huggins. And the number 8 Lucas Oil Machine. He's coming. Hope you have a nice cold beverage. If you're driving, hopefully you've had a few. I know you're self-conscious about driving when you come to league night. I'm not talking in real life, you jerks. This is heating up to be a battle for the lead. I know it wasn't going to last forever. Perrin Huggins again. Already a winner this season. Taking the victory flag at Auto Club. See how far to Storm Patterson.
Sorry, got tight there.
Looks like we had a little bit of action. We just missed it. Aiden Lunn is blinking like a strobe light on Christmas. Lucan and Aiden and Albert all smack the wall coming out of 4, pushing it. Like Salt and Pepper says, push it. Push it real good.
Car sucks right now. Can't turn at all.
And thank you for hanging out with me tonight for the Broncos Country Let's Ride 200. We'll go back up to the front. Perrin Huggins slowly closing the gate. Getting up towards Clark Ganekin. Or Janekin? Somebody correct me. Nubb, Ganekin, and Huggins with Patterson, Munson, Militia, Anderson, Stevens, DeWalt, and Albert in your top 10. Looks like there is a battle back here for 12th to 13th between Brian Lucan and Aiden Lunn in the 3 car. There's Andrew Bisag running around in 15th. Glad to see he can make it here tonight. Matt Albert, the man holding 10th place down. Looking for a lane, any lane to make a pass. Looks like Jonathan Stevens is having a little trouble coming out of 4. Looks like as is Aiden Lunn. Jonathan Militia here battling with Sean Anderson for 6th and 7th. That Coors 69 machine. The MeandYourMom.com blimp cam. Give me a little taste of the action there. Clark Ganekin is your leader once again. $19 laps to go before the end of stage 1. There for the technical difficulties there. It looks like we have ourselves a good old-fashioned battle royale here up front. Closing in on the 15. Oh, Perrin Huggins hitting the wall coming out of 4. Looks like they've gotten spread out to a good degree in the last couple of laps. Luke Nuck taking a little bit different approach. They are far and away gone. Clark Ganekin and Luke Nutt have very good I ratings. Clark being among the highest here with a 4,400. Luke Nutt with a 4,550. 45.05 with Storm Patterson, who's running around at 15. 3 new guys, really talented drivers. I do expect these guys to be up front most of the year. We welcome aboard to the Gears Cup Series. Back in third place is Kyle Munson. Shout out to the 40 car. Having a good run tonight in the Ford Mustang. Coming to you from Wayland, Michigan. And coming inside of 13 laps to go before stage 1 is over. They'll re-rack and get rolling again. Mike DeWalt has worked his way back up into the 4th place position as people are pitting now currently. Like Sean Anderson, the same Cody Johnson, I think has stayed out. So has Andrew Bisag popping in the top 10. Brian Luke in there in 9th. Aiden Lund in 8th. With Stevens and Albert there with 6th and 7th. As we get ready to get inside 10 laps to go, let's do a little cranking up session.
My bad, brother. I thought you were going to go bottom.
Ten car pitting this lap.
We have ourselves a caution.
Yellow flag is out.
First caution of the evening.
Beat at that car. Beat for real.
See what happened on the Gears Instant Replay. Looks like we'll replay this back here just so you guys can see it.
Wait, so there was no wreck or anything?
Looks like he goes low. Looks like Steiner and him are going to connect as he comes back up, kind of making his line, and in the wall he goes. Bad luck for Jonathan Militia and Tyler Steiner. That is your Gears Instant Replay. Watch everybody coming off a pit lane here. And thank you for hanging out if you're so inclined. Good racing aplenty here tonight. Guys, take a break here, grab something to drink. We'll be going back green flag racing about 2 laps.
Can we go ahead and pass the base car and just get to the back of the field?
Hey, Kyler, are you on fresh tires?
Yeah, I just put it.
Catch the field, guys.
Pace car is off. Clark and Necken on the front row with Luke Nupp.
Green, green,
And
green.
we are green, green, green for the closing of stage 1 for the Broncos country. Let's ride to 100. The 15 and the 5 getting on their horse. Side by side through 1 and 2. Getting a little crazy here coming out of 2. Slapping the wall is Matt Albert. Making sweet, sweet love to the wall. Battle here for third with Kyle Munson, Brian Lucan, and Mike DeWalt. Lucan ducking down to the inside. And we have a lead change with Luke Nupp in the 5. Toiler carrying the money lion. Again, stage 1 will complete at the end of lap 40. Did not expect that either, Tyler. It's unfortunate. Hopefully you're back racing all right, and there's multiple people look like they're smacking forward. At least that's what it made it seem like. Nupp, Koneckin, Munson, DeWalt, and Lucan with Matt Albert watching. Two laps to go next time by. Koneckin, Nupp, Munson, Lucan, and DeWalt, your top 5. This is an action-packed. Oh, looks like we saw some action. Nupp held up. That doesn't rhyme, and he still didn't save it. Gets taken out. We have
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
ourselves a caution, and that is going to be the end of stage 1, I do believe.
This will be the stage yellow. Please tell me the broadcast caught me splitting in the middle there.
Pit road should be remaining closed. We're just working on seeing if we can.
Everybody stay out. Do not pit.
We're going to complete lap 40 in the positions that we're in.
So that is going to be it.
6 car, come on, man. You. My bad, Kizzo.
Wow, looks like we got a little
I mean to do all that.
dissonance, but they'll get through it.
Whoever
Clark
sucked me
Koneckin
up
is
there,
gonna
really
be-
appreciate that. That was nice.
Clark Koneckin is going to be
That was a 5 car that hooked you.
the winner there of stage
Can you
1.
stop weaving, please? Remember, if you want your stage points, you need to finish lap 40 on track in your position.
Double duty.
We have 2 stages? Or 3?
This is a 3-stage race.
We're still in stage 1, right?
We just completed stage 1.
Okay. That's all I guess that's what I'm asking.
You,
Guys.
Alright, 4 laps to green, guys. Pit road's open.
Yeah, they're going to complete stage 1. Kind of a cruddy way to finish stage 1, but that's how they're going to do it. Not sure what
That's
Smart
fantastic.
Patterson is up to.
as long as you don't take me with you, feel free to keep weaving into the wall over and over again.
We never hit the wall.
Y'all killed the wall.
Yeah, the 6 just probably broke a toe link when he had hard hit.
I didn't. I was close, but I didn't.
I was looking down on my phone and I lost the toe link, so. Matt, I heard there was some NHL after this.
Since when? No, there's gonna be a recruiting race after this, so.
Yeah, Mike's got it. Recruitment race at Dega, that just sounds like a shit show waiting to happen.
I think that's just Dega in general.
You're not wrong. Win stage 2. I believe stage 2 is end of the 60.
That'd be correct.
As they mentioned, going to be the stage caution at the end of lap 60, regardless of what happens here.
Six car, yep, you're around.
Clark Gennikin, Las Vegas, Nevada native. Lights are finally off. We are getting ready to go back. Green flag racing here. Clark Gennikin and Brian Lucan on row 1. Andrew Bisag and Jonathan Stevens, row 2. Mike DeWalt and Luke Nutt, row 3. Sean Anderson and Lucas Reed, row 4. Cody Johnson and Matt Albert, row number 5. Again, hopefully you got a beverage. got a chance to take a breath. Hopefully these drivers did too. Got a little chippy there towards the end of stage 1. I do expect that every single race. But it would be unfortunate for tempers to flare this early. We have a long way to go. Again, total of 133 laps. We're only 40-some laps through it. Now we have a dash in stage 2. Clark Gennigan leads us off of turn 4 as we get ready to go for the Broncos Country Let's Ride 200 with the Gears Cup Series. Only on the Horse Boat Network. Gennigan nails the restart in the 15 car. With a battle for 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Andrew Bisag coming out of 4 in a silence and numbers machine. Getting a little loose. Matt Alberts smacking the wall. Keep it here. This may be an interesting moment in this race right now. Coming out of 4, Sean Anderson there, right there. Accordion effect there with Sean Anderson and Mike DeWalt. Perrin Huggins. Making another run at it. Again, your leader right now is Clark Gennigan, Brian Lucan in 2nd, Luke Nupp in 3rd, Jonathan Stevens 4th, and Andrew Bisag in 5th. Again, Bisag on overtires in the field. Is doing mighty well for himself here at the moment. Milwaukee native. Jonathan Stevens riding around in 4th there. Again, inside of 12 laps to go here next time by. Brian Lucan trying to run down Clark Gennigan, going to the inside. Gets right up, all up in his business. Maintaining his line above the white line as Gennigan goes down below. Luke Nupp says, "What's up?" Goes to the inside. And he's going to make his move quite shortly on Brian Lucan, it looks like. And that money line number 5 Toyota Camry. Looks like Perrin Huggins is overtaken. Andrew Bisag for 5th. Mike DeWalt closing in as well. Nupp going to the inside. Lucan roaring right back. Nupp cannot close that door. It's going to take another set of corners. Taking that middle lane. Nupp kind of hanging back right now. Kind of picking his spot. Lucan trying not to give it up. As he goes to the high side, Nupp is not going to have enough to close the door again. What a battle for 2nd place, and you know Gennigan's got to be loving it. Nupp's going to back off a little bit. There is Perrin Huggins in that number 8 Lucas Oil Chevy Camaro. Just inside 8 to go. And stage 2 ends at the completion of lap 60. If you're hanging out with us, thank you for joining us tonight. Looks like Keaton Sawyers is down low, getting out of the way. That is unfortunate. going for second place yet again. Gannikin looks like he's backed up a little bit. Nubb's giving her all she's got. Gannikin. Is it gonna be Luke Nubb finally?
Easy now.
No way. Brian Lucan roaring right back. And Nubb has spun.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
Wow.
What a
Oh,
moron.
and we have more action. Jackson
That's a
out
big
on
one.
the track.
Holy shit.
Andrew B. Sag
That was
getting
a
it
really
done.
bad
Lucas
time to
Green.
push.
Don't go on! Don't you do that?
Wow, let's take a look at the Gears Instant Replay. So watch it back together here. And it looks like Luke Nupp just straight up spun him out. Just straight up spun him out. And that is definitely unfortunate. Not something we look for here at the Gears Cup Series. To me, those... I think that's all we need to see. Let's ride along with Luke Nupp here for a minute. Yeah, it looks like he tried to run with him and just kind of put a nose into him a little bit. That is unfortunate. Looks like Perrin Huggins is our leader. Yeah, it looks like Luke Nupp is out. Keaton Sawyer's still on track. Andrew Bisag still on track. Definitely unfortunate what happened there.
A car's taking the top of 22. You got to drop low.
So Parrot Huggins and Jonathan Stevens are going to be row 1.
Tom, can you clear my passing under yellow? I did not pass under yellow.
Double duty tonight is race control, so if you see me enter some commands and not speak to you, I do apologize, but here we go. It's going to be a 2-lap shootout. Parrot Huggins and Jonathan Stevens on the row 1 with Cody Johnson and Mike DeWalt in row 2, and we are off, and green flag racing. Johnson pushing Huggins. Again, going to be a white flag next time by for stage 2. Parrot Huggins back on top. Cody Johnson at second. Clark Kennekin in third. Storm Patterson and Jonathan Stevens battling for 4th and 5th currently. Little lag there. My apologies. 1 lap to go. And coming across the checkered flag is going to be Parrot Huggins winning stage 2.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
So Parrot Huggins, stage 2 winner. After a crazy caution. That was crazy between Luke Nupp,
Pace car in 1 and 2.
Brian Lucan. Definitely frustrated for Brian. Wago 57, you are correct. It was kind of crazy tonight. So far, it has been a wild one. Not sure why things are happening the way they are, but hey, we're here. And stage 2 winner is Parrot Huggins.
Hey, 6 car, stop weaving back and forth. You're going to hit somebody under caution.
My bad, Mike. Apologize.
So Huggins, Johnson, Kennekin, Patterson, and DeWalt, your top 5 are going to come around down pit lane. Again, we'll have one final stage here. We got to get to lap 133. That's all we got to get to. As you can see, entering lap 63 of 133. 70 laps roughly to go. Who is going to get the call this evening? Who's going to win? Are we going to have our 8th different winner? And our 8th official race of the year? Off pit lane they come. Looks like Militia, Anderson, Huggins, Johnson, Patterson, DeWalt, Stevens. And as you can see, Clark Gennikin going to be your leader. Jonathan Militia in second. Sean Anderson third. Beard Huggins in fourth. And Cody Johnson fifth in the Bowtech 08 Chevy Camaro. Grab a beverage and get ready for the conclusion of the Broncos Country Let's Ride 200 here on the Horseboat Network. Check us out on YouTube at Gears Cup Series, where we upload all the races.
Cody, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Do you listen to Cody Johnson?
Yeah, that's my brother. We got the same name. Just kidding.
Well, since you're both Cody Johnson, why don't you tell that motherfucker to release a new album already?
Tell me to let the 08 car by.
Comms are broadcasted, guys, so just be careful what you say.
Did not know that.
That's what the reminder's for.
It's your fault anyway, Matt.
This isn't OMSRL.
No, then it would be Dave's fault.
Lights are off, which mean we have one lap to go for green flag racing for the Broncos Country Let's Ride 200.
I'm gonna need a black flag cleared for passing under yellow for no reason.
Let's see what happens.
Thank you.
Field has dwindled down a little bit, but they're still very much alive. Again, Clark Gennikin, Jonathan Militia, row 1. Sean Anderson and Parrot Huggins, row 2. Cody Johnson and Storm Patterson, row 3. Mike DeWalt, Jonathan Stevens, row 4. And row number 5 is Lucas Reed and Matt Albert. Debate over line suggestions of what line is running better. We'll find out here at the conclusion of the Broncos Country Let's Ride 200 on the Gears Cup Series at Kansas Speedway. Gennikin moonwalking like Michael Jackson into turn 1. That was terrible, and I'll try to do better. Sean Anderson passing, going into second place. Militia and Johnson door to door, coming out of 2, but they get it together. That was definitely a close call between the two cars, the 69 and the 08.
Sorry, the car would not turn there.
Battle here you're watching is for second place between Anderson Militia and Storm Patterson in the 6 car. Jonathan Militia, your Tide Pods 50 winner, not giving anyone an inch. Anderson gets a little wiggly coming out of 2. Storm Patterson ducks back up. Does not want to lose his momentum. And 3 wide. Jonathan Militia makes a move. Patterson looking as well. Coming out of 4, nice and clean. I wonder if that were on older tires. If that would have been a different story. Take a look around here, the track. Matt Albert battling with Mike DeWalt for 8th and 9th. Lucas Reed right there. Good wrench service plus 10 car. Albert, a decent run coming out of 4. Matt Albert was thought to be
Storm, dude, you gotta clean it up a little bit, though.
little
I've been
craziness
clean all
here.
race, man.
Getting buck wild.
I don't know, dude. That was pretty close coming off the 2 there. You definitely weren't.
Had to pause the comms here. Again, these guys getting into it a little bit. Little bit of chippiness between these two men right here. Between Jonathan Militia and Storm Patterson. Storm Patterson, a new driver to this series. Making a name for himself. Not making friends real fast. Hopefully that'll change. Definitely a talented driver. Oh, as he gets a little loose coming out of 2. Getting ready for the meandyourmom.com Blimka. .60 laps to go in this one. Hope you made your popcorn. Thank you for the follow. No Pro Virtual Motorsports. Appreciate the support. And thank you for tuning in. And Clark Kennigan, your leader. Please correct me if you are a Clark Kennigan fan, how to say his last name. Hopefully I've been pronouncing it correctly. I would love to know. Clark Kennigan, Storm Patterson, Jonathan Militia, Aaron Huggins, Matt Albert, Kyle Munson, Mike DeWalt, Sean Anderson, Cody Johnson, and Lucas Reed, your top 10 for the Broncos country. Let's ride 200. And Storm Patterson now your new leader. Clark. Jonathan Militia, Parent Huggins battling it out for second. Or third, excuse me.
Letting you have it, Perrin.
And Militia has rubbed the wall like a dry rub baby back rib in the smoker. Allowing Kyle Munson to come back into the frame. Clark Kennigan, your leader, with Barrett Huggins in second. Right along with Barrett Huggins. Again, Perrin Huggins, one of the fastest guys in our league. If anyone can take down Clark Gennikin, the man has dominated most of this race. It is Perrin Huggins. Again, we're definitely on pace for our 8th different winner on the season. That would be unprecedented. Again, Huggins, Munson, DeWalt, and Jonathan Militia in the top 5. Mike DeWalt on the outside makes a move on Kyle Munson. Munson's going to let him cruise on by. And that is for 3rd. They get spread out a little bit. Looks like Aiden Lund, Jonathan Stevens, Cody Johnson. Sean Anderson has dropped all the way back to 11th. Not sure what happened there. I think this is a server issue here tonight. Hearing chatter that there might be a server issue. Fortunately, we're still here, and that's good. That's all that matters. Again, Gennikin, Huggins, DeWalt, Munson, and Albert, your top 5. Looking out the back door of Matt Albert. Big shout out to Matt Albert. Voted most Canadian in 2023 in the Gears Cup Series. Congratulations to Matt Albert. Gennikin, Huggins, DeWalt, Munson, and Reed, the top 5.
Pitting this time, Jonathan. Pitting this time.
Gennikin, Perrin Huggins, Mike DeWalt, Kyle Munson, and Lucas Reed, your top 5. Again, the Las Vegas, Nevada native in the number 15 Toyota Camry. I assume he's got a sweet paint scheme I can't see. But him and Perrin Huggins are going back and forth. This has been a great battle to watch. Huggins to the inside. Side by side, Gennigan and Huggins. Mike DeWalt about 2 seconds back. Appreciate the follow, Storm Patterson. Hopefully you're having a better race here. Looks like you got some unfortunate luck, I see. But you're hanging in there, and that's the important thing. Yeah, Huggins looking like he led that lap, maybe. Him and Gennigan are battling side by side. Camaro versus Camry. Huggins cannot close that door. That outside line is so strong in the middle of the corners. Just roars right back when you think you have it on the inside. Try to come up. So the high line just comes into place. Looks like Matt Albert has hit the wall. There's Keaton Sayers. Looks like DeWalt has gained some time. Gennigan goes lows. Maybe allowing Huggins to go in. Maybe Gennigan is going to pit. And it definitely looks like he's going to pit. Gennigan on pit lane. Hopefully he didn't get bumped for speeding right there. Coming to the 40 lap to go mark again. Aaron Huggins, Mike DeWalt, Kyle Munson, Jonathan Stevenson, Lucas Reed, currently your top 5. And they've gotten a little spread out, which I think is a good thing. Track is nice and wide, but you don't have a spotter. Oh, and Reed bounces off the wall. Looks like DeWalt is pitting. Kyle Munson, show him some love here tonight. Wade Lord, Michigan driver.
Ten car pitting.
Andrew Bisag on the track. Currently in 11th. In the Silence and Numbers, number 73, Chevy Camaro. Find them on Spotify. And that is Silence and Numbers. Andrew Bisag in 11th. Going after this young man, Aiden Lunn, in the number 3 Ford Mustang out of Manchester, 15 years old, one of the youngest drivers in the Gears Cup Series. Definitely has talent, but lacks the internet. Following him is like going to a raid. Again, inside of 40 laps to go. You're riding with Mike DeWalt. Drivers to fill out our 2023 season. What's required is a C-Class license on iRacing. Improve your racecraft.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
Competitive racing. And it looks like we have a yellow flag. Wonder what that is about. I am suspiciously suggesting it may be Aiden Lund. Let's take a look.
Pace car out of 2 on the back.
Here we go. Sorry for the delay here. Let's take
3 and 73.
Ride it through. Looks like inside. Aiden Lund comes down onto Andrew Bisag a little bit, or they just connected. Let's back it up and kind of run it back again. Let's stop it right here. Get into the blimp cam. Let's see a far chase. Let's see if we get a far chase. I like that. I like that. Let's go slow here. See what happened. Looks like Lund got a little bit loose. Tag that rear end of Andrew Bisag and put his butt into the wall. To the windows, to the wall. As it were, and that is unfortunate, but that is your Gears instant replay. Coming back to you, Kyle Munson is your leader. Crew chief is not on, I don't believe. Kyle Munson looks like he's going to be the leader. Looks like he will now pit.
Gonna be letting a lot of us by here, so let's all catch up to the pack together.
As they come around, Clark Gannikin is going to be your leader. Going inside of 33 laps to go for the Broncos country. Let's ride 200.
Still been letting the third car by. Tom, add a lap.
Delay the green.
Hang on, we're not going green.
Thank you.
That's gonna fuck me. I'm gonna have to give up positions I shouldn't have to now.
The entire pack was not packed together. How is that screwing you over? Never mind, I know how that's screwing you over. The entire pack was not together.
Can the 08 and the 8 have a black flag cleared? Because we came down pit road and them cars are still coming down the back stretch.
I went from 4th, now I gotta restart behind guys I was already ahead of that had to take the wave around.
Compare and get a black clear. You said thank you. iRacing really screwed it right there. I don't know what we could have done different.
iRacing
Green,
is
green,
not
green.
supposed to tell the 15 to get passed by the waiver. My opinion,
Looks like iRacing had a little bit of an issue, but we are back to green flag racing. Munson and Anderson side by side for the lead.
Louis, man, you're all over the place, bud.
Munson's going to lead that lap. Anderson to the inside. Jonathan Stevens behind as well with Matt Albert, Mike DeWalt, Clark Kennigan, Lucas Reed, Parrot Huggins, Cody Johnson, and Aiden Lund, your top 10. Munson hitting the wall on the outside, allowing Sean Anderson to move right in. Inside of 30 laps to go, Kyle Munson. Looks like Albert and Anderson getting into it. It's hot and heavy right now. DeWalt, Stevens, Albert, DeWalt, and Anderson, your top 5. You've been hanging around. Thank you for hanging with us. It's been a different evening. Again, Munson, Stevens, Albert, DeWalt, and Kennigan, your top 5. Let's see Kennigan right along with him as he is battling back up to the front. Caught up in that wreck. I do believe that had him not for him how much he could have done to prevent that. Jonathan Stevens is your new leader in the 22 car. Munson to the inside. Mike DeWalt right there as well. Clark Kennigan in 4th. Getting a little crazy. That's what you want. 26 laps to go. To the inside of Stevens. Stevens really has a good line coming out of 2. Stevens, DeWalt, Munson, Kennigan, and Albert, your top 5. Lucas Reed, Parrot Huggins, Cody Johnson, Sean Anderson, Aiden Lund, your top 10. appreciate the kind words. No Pro Virtual Motorsports. Much appreciated. Again, inside 25 laps to go. Looks like 23. Jonathan Stevens is your leader. Mike DeWalt in second. Kyle Munson in third. But Clark Anakin is right there. They may have to pit one more time. I do believe that they do. Do. Again, next week it's going to be the Charlotte Roval for the PepsiCo 100. Hopefully we will see you there. Right now we are in line for our 8th different winner of the season. 8 races in. Martinsville's coming up. IRP. It's going to be crazy. The month of May is going to be wild. 22 laps to go for number 22. Jonathan Stevens, your leader. Again, the man from Brunswick, Georgia. That man, the walk from Peoria, Illinois. Winner of the Milwaukee's Best 200 at the Milwaukee Mile. Looking to make it 2 wins on the season. Play the Jaws music. See the battle for third between Kyle Munson and Clark Anakin. Lucas Reed and Perrin Huggins right there. What do you do if you're Clark Anakin? Back up front now to Jonathan Stevens and Mike DeWalt. That Flexbolt DeWalt tools. Toyota Camry, and a lot of smoke there. Looks like somebody pit. Battle for third, fourth, fifth, and 6th. Fuel is going to come into play, I am certain. Again, hopefully you got a beverage, some popcorn, and been enjoying it. Jonathan Stevens, Mike DeWalt, Kyle Munson, Perrin Huggins, and Clark Anakin, your top 5. Huggins overtaking Anakin. Going across his nose. That would have been wild. Next time by will be 15 laps to go. Jonathan Stevens, your leader with 15 laps to go. Again, early on in the duels, you could see the talent. This guy is very well put together. But fuel mileage and tire wear will come into play. That is what I'm hearing over the comms. And I love this comment here. Clark's going to push Munson up there, then battle it out. He loves saving enough for the end. That's true. Munson in that caution was saving fuel, turning off his vehicle, putting it back on. Can't tell what he's doing. Fuel saving is essential here tonight. Like I said before, the PepsiCo 100 is next week. We're here now at the Broncos country. Let's ride. In tribute to one of the cringiest statements and one of the cringiest people, Russell Wilson. Who's going to win the Broncos country Let's Ride 200? Is it going to be Jonathan Stevens? Or is it going to be Mike DeWalt or Kyle Munson? Looks like he's going to pass for third, for second. But this is the battle that I would pay a ticket for. Clark Gennikin versus Perrin Huggins. Gennikin to the inside of Huggins. Sean Anderson and Cody Johnson right there as well. That is tight for fourth. Munson kind of in a league of his own with Jonathan Stevens. He's trying to run him down. Mike DeWalt told me before the race he thought he had a top 5 car. He is right there in third. A podium finish would be great, as they call it. Maybe not in NASCAR, but we'll call it here, podium. Inside of 10 laps to go, coming around turn 4. Get a ride on the blimp cam. This is first, second, and third that you're seeing on your screen. We are nearing the conclusion of this race. We are doing a recruit race next race, so if you're hanging out, kind of lurking, kind of on the fence and joining the league, we will be doing a session shortly after this race. Feel free to come in and hang out and join us. The Roval is next week. That is going to be a challenge in and of itself. 7 laps to go. Jonathan Stevens dabs the wall. Kyle Munson is slowly but surely tracking him down. Laps to go. Munson going to the outside of Jonathan Stevens. Will he make the pass? Munson giving him some room at the bottom there. It looks like Stevens is going to have to pit, and that is unfortunate for him. Ooh, Cody Johnson and Perrin Huggins both throwing it into the wall coming out of 4. They will inherit 2nd and 3rd. They're going to have to pit. Again, we are still recruiting a few more drivers for our league. We're almost a third of the way through. Have an action-packed May coming up ahead. And 3 laps to go. Kyle Munson is your leader. Will he be able to sustain and win and be the 8th different driver of the year to win at the 8th different track for points? Really got to love what you see out of Munson. Cody Johnson looks like in 2nd. Clark Gennikin in 3rd. Sean Anderson in 4th. Perrin Huggins in 5th. 2 laps to go. He has about a 1.3 second lead as he comes and takes the white flag for the Broncos Country Let's Ride 200. Does anybody have enough? Highly doubt it. All eyes on the 40 car. Could this be victory number 1? And set himself up to contend for the championship. He goes into 3 and 4 one last time. Your winner of the Broncos Country Let's Ride 200 in the Gears Cup Series is Kyle Munson.
Good shit, Munson. Congrats.
Wayland, Michigan native,
Good one, Kyle.
bringing home the checkered flag.
Congrats, Munson. Good win. Good win for the team, bro.
The 40 car will be celebrating and getting the call for the Horseboat Victory Lane interview. Get that lined up here for you in just a moment.
We can't hear you, but we appreciate you trying to key up. You're going to be getting a Discord call from the broadcast, so pay attention for that.
Gotcha. Sorry, I had my mic off.
Do your donuts, then he's going to call you.
I'm out of fuel, man.
I knew it was going to be close.
And we are back live at the Gears Cup Series with our winner of the Broncos Country Let's Ride 200 winner, Kyle Munson. Kyle, I gotta say congratulations, sir, on your first victory, being the 8th different driver of the year to win, basically locking yourself in. As long as participation goes well, you'll be locked in for the championship. How do you feel getting your first win tonight?
Feels awesome. And the car was really good all day long, all night long. Just it's really weird. It's like we were trying to, just start in the back and then work our way up, and then got taken out by that dude. And man, it's just accordion racing, going from the back to the front, back to the back, and then back to the front again.
Yeah, I was going to mention that you did have some unfortunate luck there during the middle of that race, and it just seemed like, whatever you were doing, you had a first place car all night, or at least a top 5. You could see it from the broadcast booth. But anybody you want to thank or give a shout out to?
Just want to say thanks to everybody that's watching. Appreciate all the support from the sponsors: Horizon Hobby, J Concepts, Team Loser Racing, Spectrum RC. Just everybody that helps out. So appreciate it.
Well, thank you, Kyle Munson. You, again, are a winner here at the Gears Cup Series of the Broncos Country Let's Ride 200. Go have yourself a drink. Congratulations, and enjoy your weekend, sir.
Yeah, thanks, man. You too.
Thank you. Again, that was the Broncos Country Let's Ride 200 winner, Kyle Munson, taking it home in the number 40 car, the Horizon. And what a race, as it were, again, this weekend. For the results there you go on your screen. Again, next week, we will be at Charlotte Motor Speedway doing the Roval for the PepsiCo 100. So glad you could join us this evening again. I hope you have a wonderful weekend, and thank you for tuning in this weekend. Thank you for the kind words. Wago got you there. Again, Kyle Munson, your winner for the Broncos Country Let's Ride 200 from Kansas Speedway. Until next week, I'm Tom Torrey, a.k.a. The Horseboat, wishing you well, and enjoy your weekend.
Check that butthole out. Check that sweet little butthole.